Hey, it's me, Isaac, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be playing a game called Lift Your Spirits. Now, I will tell you guys this is not a retro-style horror game. Look, do not leave, alright? I promise, this is a good game, it's a very cool story, so please, stick around. But this is not like anything we've ever played, which I really like, so expect more things like this if I can find them. But anyways, without further ado, let's jump right in. Alone, on a Friday night, and I'm spending it here. My fingers were sluggish as I typed out the last bit of conclusion needed to finish off my paper. I didn't even bother spell checking the rest, my hand dragging the cursor across to close the document. Alright, time to submit it. I typed out the regards to Mr. Holtman. Kindly find the attached file of the assignment, your student. Oh wow, wait a minute. I can actually type my name? Okay. Is that what you want? I turned on my phone to check the time. 2:53 a.m. The universal experience of losing sleep and gaining eye bags as a college student came to grace me in its hold once again. At least it's the weekend. Alright, turning off the computer, it suddenly hit me how quiet it was without my fingers tapping away at the keyboard. Everyone else had left. The campus was open 24/7, but who else was dumb enough to push their luck in submitting their assignment this late? I considered myself lucky. Mr. Holtman gave me the extended deadline, otherwise I'd be screwed. Man, you're just a horrible worker, huh? I'm just joking, everybody. I know college is a very, very stressful thing. I'm just joking. Still, there were also the rumors. What rumors? Disembodied voices echoing through empty rooms. What am I playing? What is this? Heavy footsteps shuffling down the halls. Those who were lucky claimed to see a black silhouette sulking around the vending machine at the end of the corridor, staring at them. Ew. I wasn't the superstitious type, but I had to admit the eerie silence of being the only person here gave me the creeps. I bet so. What? Excuse me? I was recalling all of the gossip spread around by student body when a sound made me perk up. I glanced behind over the monitors to see if someone had come in. Silence. Nobody. I ignored the goosebumps rising on my arms as I gathered up my items into my bag. Superstitions or no, I've done what I came here for. Time to go. Alright. I shambled to the elevators and tapped the button. It rumbled to life, slowly making its way up to my floor. Just a couple more minutes and I'm out of here, I assured myself. I don't know why, but I found myself consciously checking behind me as if I was expecting someone there. I would not do that, but whatever suits your fancy, I guess. Yet, it's always empty every time I look. One of these times, it won't be, trust me. I tapped the button some more. Nothing. Alright. Is the elevator broken? The hairs on the back of my neck stood as if I was being watched. Okay, we can hear footsteps. That is not good. Oh my. Ooh, this is eerie. I do not like this. I clenched my fist, ignoring how sweaty they felt in my pockets. Oh my goodness. Please tell me, did I just hear, oh my goodness, there is breathing. Ugh! Get me out of here. Is there someone behind me? Oh wow, okay. Ding! I jumped. Yeah, get me out of here. The doors slid open as I released the breath I didn't realize I was holding. I didn't even consider looking back as I stepped inside, refusing to turn around until the doors closed. You know, that's a very good idea. I pressed the button for the ground floor, the elevator moving with a small jolt. With nothing to do but wait, I stared at the numbers slowly descending. The lull of the elevator was starting to make me sleepy. I thought of things I could do once I get home, just to distract myself for the rest of the ride. A shower for sure. Microwave dinner. What? Excuse me? I blinked up at the flickering lights. Oh my goodness! The elevator shuddered and came to an abrupt halt. The music cut out. Silence. I tried the button for the ground floor, then the rest. Oh my goodness. Unresponsive. Pushing the intercom button gave nothing but static. Hello? No, this can't be happening. Taking a moment to compose myself, I called out. Is anyone out there? I'm stuck in here. Help! I started slamming on the doors as panic took hold. There had to be someone out there. Help! Please! I'm in here! I didn't stop for a good minute, getting more and more desperate as tears welled up in my eyes. Why? Why now? Why me? I knocked my forehead against the door in a slump, ready to curl up and cry. This sucks. I was about to turn before I felt a small chill run up my spine. Oh my, the air felt heavy. Ooh, okay. Is this claustrophobia setting in? I didn't think I had the fear of closed spaces, unless... Oh my goodness! There was a raspy moan from behind me. Do you have to use the word moan? I turned my head and screamed. Oh my goodness, what is that? Across me was a growing blotch of darkness, an oozing mass that seemed to melt through the walls. Ugh! I scrambled away, my back flat against the doors. Oh my goodness! A hand emerged from the writhing form, grasping at the edges. Foul-smelling black odor dripped from its fingers. Ew! Oh my goodness! Another arm followed suit, clinging to the other side. I couldn't look away. Oh my goodness! I couldn't find my voice to scream. Oh my goodness, that is creepy. A face took shape. A pair of hollow eyes and a manic grin with several teeth. It seemed to smile directly at me. Oh my goodness. I blacked out.
Hey! Don't you ever say that again!
What am I doing? Wake up. Hey! I heard a voice, panic and flustered from above me. Who are you? A person was looming over me. Visibly worried, I blinked back to consciousness. You're alive. I couldn't really check for a pulse, so anyway, are you alright? How did you get in here? I think so. I'm not gonna say don't touch me, she's making sure I'm okay. Whew. I'm glad. I didn't mean to scare you back there. I realized I was still in the elevator, but now with a stranger twiddling their thumbs in front of me. They were taller than me, looming a few good inches past my head. Their limbs looked even more awkward in the baggy sweater they had. Why are you dogging her? She's trying to help. I wasn't sure if they forgot to wash their makeup or if they just hadn't slept in 3 days straight. Man, dude, this guy is just nailing her right now. Possibly both. I realized they were staring at me as well. Their eyes focused on me a little too long, as if they'd forgotten how to blink. So I suddenly remembered the last thing I saw, that creepy shadow from the walls. Before you were here, there was something crawling out of the walls. I know it sounds insane, but I swear, it looked straight out of a horror movie. The stranger looked nervous. Is it you? Excuse me! Oh my, okay. Crap, they think I'm nuts. Don't look at me like that. No, I believe you, for sure. Why do you look so nervous? You saw it too? Well, sort of. Sorry. I was really trying to be sneaky. That must have been uncomfortable to watch, huh? Yeah, it was you. Come again? What are you saying? Well, I heard you yelling for help. I just couldn't leave you alone, so I did the next best thing I could do. And that was to emerge from a wall. Okay. Are you saying that was you? Yes, in a way. What do you mean, in a way? There's really no easy way to say this, but I'm not alive. Not the way you are. So you're a zombie? Like, what are you? What? What do they mean? You mean, like a ghost? Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I'm stupid. The stranger lit up apprehensively. Basically, you must have heard the rumors, right? Well, it's me, in the flesh. What? Well, sans the flesh. Whatever that means. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I'm gonna believe them. How else could they have gotten in here? I feel like this isn't the worst situation to be meeting a ghost for the first time. The stranger gave a sigh of relief. Thank you for trusting me. I'd ask for your name, but I already know that it's Isaac. How? How did you... I've been watching you for quite a while. What? Huh? Excuse me. Tonight, I've been watching you for a while tonight. It's not safe to be out here alone this late. I would know. Before I could ask any further, they straightened. Anyways, I stuck around to see you write your paper. I didn't necessarily agree with your hypothesis, but interesting nevertheless. Thanks, I think. Why would I want to be rude to this girl? She's gonna kill me. They gave a shy smile. No problem. This wasn't the way I expected my night to go, but I guess the sooner I accepted it, the better. I should probably ask for their name instead of calling them stranger. Well, you know my name, but what about yours? Oh, they looked away, fingers picking at their sleeve. I don't remember. I know who I was, and I know what I did when I was alive, but I don't know my name. Strange, isn't it? Yes, it is. Have you ever thought of picking one yourself? Their eyes widened as if the thought never occurred to them. Wow. I never needed a name, but if I were to have one, I've always liked the way Alma sounds. I think that's how you say that. It's perfect. Their smile widened. Thank you, Isaac. Alma went back to twiddling their thumbs. Wait, fingers, oopsies. We stood in silence for a while, gawking on what to say next. I kept glancing back at their hands, wondering if they feel as solid as they looked. They knew I was staring, but didn't seem to mind, waiting patiently in front of me. My thoughts were running wild from sleep deprivation, and shock to actually form words past our introductions, to be honest. They started humming softly, as if to fill the silence. That's when it hit me. For a ghost, they could easily be a student just like me. I have to ask, how did you... Alma had a knowing look in their eyes. Oh man, it's honestly kind of embarrassing. I'll back down. I don't want to, pressure her or anything. I guess I don't have to tell you then. That's alright. I heaved a sigh and moved to sit down, leaning against the doors. Alma looked on curiously. What are you doing? I shrugged and took out my phone to look for a time-wasting app. Alright. Are you gonna play Flappy Bird? In no time, I had one of my mindless games open. Might as well settle in and spend the next few hours trying to beat my high score. Not much I can do right now. Got some batteries to last a couple of hours. I pat down a spot next to me. You wanna watch? Alma stood for a moment, as if unsure. Come on, plenty of room for both. Just watch your legs, lanky. Whoa! Why are you dogging her so much? They settled in next to me, sitting crisscross applesauce, and leaned over to look at my phone. My shoulder immediately chilled at their close proximity, but didn't bother bringing it up. We chatted amicably as my fingers tapped away at my screen, Alma getting more invested the higher my numbers got, but otherwise, it was peaceful company. A few hours passed. I must have dozed off at some point, as the next thing I knew, there was some whirring behind me that woke me up with a jolt. Voices began to call out, and I turned to see some workers prying the door open for me. It took no time for me to step outside when their work was done. The sunlight shining over me made me feel like everything that happened last night was a dream. I turned on my phone to look at the time. Instead, I saw an unsent message typed out on the screen. Be safe. Careful about staying late next time. I blinked and looked around. A cold chill went up my arm, and I almost turned to expect Alma, but saw nothing. Next time. I put my phone away and rubbed my blurry eyes, mentally making a note to stay back at campus more frequently from now on. Good ending. Till next time. What? Let's see what the other endings are. I'll be right back, everybody. I just want to be super rude. I wonder if she'll like lose it and kill me. What kind of sick joke is this? I was just trying to help. There's really no easy way to say this, but I'm not alive, not the way you are. So we've seen this before. I want, what else can happen? Stick your hand through them. Yeah, let's be rude. Oh my goodness, that's so mean. Look at her face. My hand shot out before I could think twice. The tips of my fingers instantly felt airy and ice cold, like touching something solid, yet not. The stranger yelped and backed away. Hey, do you just go around sticking your fingers into people you just met? Sorry, I thought you were messing with me. The stranger was having none of it. Ugh, why did I even bother? If you sit tight and don't do anything stupid, they'll come find you in the morning. Dang. They shifted into a familiar black shapeless entity, melting into a puddle disappearing through the floor, exactly the same way they entered. What? Silence. I found myself alone for the next 7 hours. The workers found me half dozing in the corner the next morning. I stayed late most nights on campus to see if the stranger would show up, but it seems like they're ignoring me on purpose. I never saw them again. Rude awakening. Alright, bad ending 1. Alright everybody, let's try and get some more. Alright everybody, we are going to ask her how she does this. This is I'm gonna insist. Despite having no blood flowing through their veins, their cheeks seemed to darken. We don't have to get into it, but I really want to know. Please? They hesitated before nodding. Promise you won't make fun of me. I won't, dude. Promise. Okay, so I was staying late working on an assignment, just like you. No one was around. Even back then, I was known as a loner most of the time. It didn't bother me. While I was working, I got thirsty. No big deal. So I headed over to the vending machine for a drink. They paused, hands shaking. They clasped their wrist and twisted before continuing. Just a soda. Not too much to ask, right? I paid for the stupid thing, but somehow my hand got stuck in the dispenser, so I pulled and, well, they struggled a bit before I waved for them to continue. It fell. I felt my whole body being crushed under the weight. I couldn't even cry out for help. Dang, that's kind of sad. And the whole time, my hand was still stuck in that thing. Not that I could even tell. I think my wrist was beyond saving at that point. They sunk into themselves. I died trying to get some cheap soda. How pathetic is that? Oh my goodness! It kind of sounded like you deserved it? Jeez, dude. It's not. I'm sorry that happened to you. I put my hand over theirs. It passed right through, giving an ice-cold chill at my fingertips, but Alma seemed to appreciate it nevertheless. They looked up at me, their nervous hands finally coming to a stop. I've never told anyone about it before. I didn't think it would feel this freeing. Thank you. You know, I think you're a really great person. I want to help you get out of here. How are you going to do that? I can try some things, that is, if you trust me. There's no other option, alright? Trust? Yeah, they clapped their hands excitedly. Okay, here we go. You might want to hold on to something. Before I could ask any further, the elevator began to drop. My heart plunged into my throat as the weight shifted upwards. Alma, hang on. Just let me focus. The buttons for each floor flashed beside me. Oh my goodness! I closed my eyes shut and decided to trust them. It felt like a roller coaster heading straight to the ground. The air whizzed around me. I grit my teeth and clenched my hands, knuckles probably white if I bothered to look. And just like that, it stopped. I yelped as the elevator jolted. Oh geez. I landed on my butt with a smack. I blinked my eyes to see Alma clapping excitedly. They looked over to see me on the floor and gestured towards the doors. They creaked open, as if manually pulled apart by an unseen force. My jaw dropped as I realized they really did bring me to the ground floor. You really did it! I did! I never got to do that before. I couldn't believe my eyes. I stood and threw my arms around Alma, only to completely pass through them. Oh man. They yelped and backed away to the wall. Give a signal before you do that. I don't appreciate feeling hands inside of me. It's gross. Sorry. I gathered myself and stepped through the doors, Alma following suit. Oh my goodness. There's more? Sure enough, the lobby was empty. The clock on the wall, indicating that it was close to 4 a.m. now. Well, I guess that is it. I turned to see them trying hard not to reach for their hands, fingers twitching to intertwine with one another. It all happened so fast. It sunk in that now I could leave and go home right now if I wanted to. Alma, thank you. I appreciate it. They nod understandingly. I stood there for a moment as they looked at me before averting their eyes. They were waiting for me to leave. I grasped at my phone inside my pocket, mustering the courage to ask what I was about to ask. Would you ever want to hang out again? They did a double take. Huh? What? Oh, yes! But why would you want to? Why wouldn't I? I like you. Once again, their cheeks darkened despite being them. I like you too. Yeah, I'd love to hang out again. Great, preferably when I'm, not stuck and helpless in an elevator. My heart skipped a beat as they laughed lightly. Is this a love story? This came from a horror game to a love story very quick. Preferably, of course. I'll see you next week? Yes, don't worry about a time or place. I can always find you whenever you're in the building. Kind of unsettling, but okay. Stay safe, Isaac. I waved and headed towards the entrance, pulling my phone out to call for a driver from one of my apps. When I turned to look back, Alma was already gone. Good ending. 2 friends for life. Or more. Okay, alright then. Alright everybody, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I know that was really different compared to anything we have ever played, but I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the story as well. I might do more games like this if you would like, but anyways, don't forget to love yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys later. Bye.
Baby, tell me how it's really